On the eve of his execution, Ted Bundy faced a moment that has become a ritual for many on death row: the final meal. Bundy, notorious for his crimes and the chilling psychology behind them, was given the standard prison meal at Florida State Prison. He made no personal request, so the default was served. It's a meal that, in many ways, feels ordinary, almost comforting in its familiarity. It consisted of steak, cooked to the institution's typical specifications, offering a rare indulgence in an otherwise monotonous prison diet. Alongside the steak were eggs, likely scrambled and served hot, a breakfast staple that might evoke memories of quieter mornings. Hash browns accompanied the plate, crispy on the outside and tender within, adding texture to the ensemble. Toast was included as well, generously spread with butter and jam, each bite balancing savory richness with a hint of sweetness. To complete the meal, Bundy was served coffee and juice, classic beverages to start or end any day. The coffee, probably strong and black, might have provided a moment of alertness, while the juice, perhaps orange or apple, added a touch of brightness to the otherwise somber occasion. Each element of this meal is commonplace, familiar to millions, yet the significance of consuming them in such a context cannot be overstated. What stands out about Bundy's last meal isn't just the content, it's his choice, or rather, his refusal to choose. Many inmates seize the opportunity to make a personal request, to savor a favorite dish one last time, to inject a shred of individuality into their final hours. Bundy, however, did none of that. He didn't ask for a particular flavor, a nostalgic snack, or a comfort food linked to his past. By leaving the decision to the institution, he sidestepped the ritual entirely. Was it an act of defiance, a rejection of sentimentality, or a final display of control in a situation where he had none? Perhaps it was an acceptance of fate, a resignation to the process, or simply indifference. The absence of customization in his last meal speaks volumes, inviting speculation about his state of mind. The ritual of the last meal has fascinated people for generations. It's a moment that humanizes even the most infamous individuals, reminding us of the commonalities we all share. Food, in its simplicity, becomes a symbol, a last comfort, a fleeting pleasure, or, as in Bundy's case, a gesture left unclaimed. The steak, eggs, hash browns, toast, coffee, and juice were not chosen with nostalgia or longing. They were simply given, marking the end of a life that had captivated and horrified the public in equal measure. Consider this. For someone whose life was defined by manipulation and control, the refusal to personalize his last meal could be seen as a final cryptic message. Did Bundy seek to distance himself from the humanity that this ritual represents? Or was it an attempt to rob the event of its meaning, to leave behind no trace of sentiment or vulnerability? The absence is telling, prompting us to reflect on what such a choice might signify. As you contemplate this story, think about the meaning behind the last meal ritual and the way it intersects with the personalities of those who receive it. Why do some individuals make elaborate requests while others, like Bundy, opt out? What does food mean in the context of finality, and how does it shape our perceptions of those who face their end? If you found this exploration thought-provoking, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more stories that delve into the complexities of history and human behavior. Leave a comment below and share your thoughts. What do you think of Ted Bundy's last meal and the choice he made? We'd love to hear your perspective.